Shalom, like give all honor glory to
Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua.
Say Bashem, Rakah, Kodash. We get double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone. Salutations to you, sincere occupant, pushing his word across four corners of the earth. And just a quick lesson we'll get into about biblical prophecies are coming to pass. And this is an article from nationalnews.com. And the title says, Mark of the Beast now active in India as government requires biometric scanning for food purchases and government benefits. So you keep your second Ezra 9:1. Yeah, this article just came out May 1st, 2018. And then you know the times, all the stuff we read in the scriptures, all these things are coming to pass now because it's part of biblical prophecies. All right?
This is 2 Ezra 9:1. He answered me in Dean and said, measure the time digitally in itself. When you see, when thou see part of the signs past, when I have told thee before.
Kind of. And how we measure the times, like we see what's going on in the real world, and we match up with the scriptures. That's how you measure. And just to prove that, bro, in Isaiah 13:2.
Okay. This is Isaiah 13:2. Lift up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles.
And that banner is this word, man. And that's that signal we flag it around, letting people know all the biblical prophecies are coming to pass. And one of the main biblical prophecies right here is the mark of the beast, man, which is the RFID chip. So that's that banner or that signal that we flagging or trying to signal to the people what's going on, what's about to take place in this country.
Right, because they let you know, they let you know that this mark of the beast is coming. They let you know, the scriptures let you know what it's going to do and what's the purpose of it.
Right, bro.
You know, when they say no man gonna buy or sell, meaning do whatever you about to get. This is not about to. You ain't gonna be able to survive without this, or have any type of civilized without having this chip.
Yep, that's right.
It was gonna determine if you live and die, but the Most High says consequences with that.
That's right, bro. Good.
You know,
that's right. You may say that, man. Yep.
This 2 Ezra 9:2. Then shall thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Yep.
Keep going. 3. Therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes, uproar of people in the world.
Yeah.
You see that all day, everywhere you look at over the news. Everywhere you look off in the world, people is mourning because they tired of what's going on up in here. It's uproars. You see people protesting and stuff like it's a bunch of complaining. People is tired of what's going on. You know, and go finish the scripture.
This verse 4. Then shall thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Can I add? The brother said people mourning. This is to you, bro. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
Why do they mourn? When the wicked in rulership, why do you mourn? Because you always feel like what they're doing is not right. You always feel like it could be better. Just like how, say if you go to a loan company and you get a loan from them, they want interest and all this type of stuff. So it's like they steady putting you in oppression. They putting you in debt. So when the good is in the righteous is rulership, that means he's gonna make sure all his people straight.
Right.
It's like a shepherd is to sheep. You're gonna make sure they're straight.
Good.
You know.
Yeah. And why people really, that's a good point too, man. Why people are also, they more called the real children of Israel are not in their rulership, man. Right. So-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. So that's why the whole country or this whole earth is out of course, man. Because the real inhabitants or real people that's supposed to be ruling are not in their exact place.
And they have a movie that symbolized that, The Lion King.
Okay.
You saw when the rightful king wasn't in rulership, what happened to the land? And look how it was all deserted looking, desolate.
Yeah.
And what happened when the rightful king, who was supposed to be the righteous one, got in got back in power?
Yeah, everything was in harmony, man.
Just like the land of Israel.
Yeah.
You know.
You know, say this. You know, he said when if the earthquake in diverse places, I got this weather app on my phone. And I looked up and it basically showed earthquakes too. It been 10 earthquakes. It been 10 earthquakes today. So the earthquakes are happening.
Yeah. So that's what you just read, Second Ezra 9, what it say about the little part after the earthquakes.
Uproar of people in the world. Keep going.
Yeah.
This 4, I'm ready to go. Then shall will understand that the Most High spoke of those things from the days before thee, even the beginning.
Right. And you said what, as of May or the 2nd, 2018, 10 earthquakes?
10 earthquakes.
You know, those things come to pass. All right, y'all got the precept if I go to the article. All right, this back to the article, National News. It says, even on the other side of the world, Big Brother is alive and well. In an unprecedented move that has civil libertarians horrified, India has created an identification system that scans the fingerprints, eyes, and faces of its residents and connects together info to everything from welfare benefits and entitlements to cell phones. The program called Aadhaar is being viewed by many as something straight out of George Orwell's famous book, 1984. It is Big Brother on steroids, and the potential for governmental abuse in India has seldom been higher than it is right now. Already, the people in India are starting to feel the negative effects of the intrusive Aadhaar program. For Aditya Jha, for example, Aadhaar has caused nothing but trouble. Aditya was forced to wait in line 3 times only to sit down in front of a computer that photographed her face, her irises, and recorded her fingerprints. The data failed to upload 3 times, and it wasn't until the 4th time that the program worked properly, and she was thrown in with the other 1.1 billion Indians already in the system.
And like even with the like the scripture said, a mark will be placed in your right hand and in your forehead. With technology they got that they promote today that symbolize what the scriptures could be talking about. There's something that could be placed into your hand. You know, and you ain't gonna be able to buy or sell. That's showing you in the article right now, they putting everything in progress. You know, soon it's gonna be mandatory for you to get a job. Then after that, the society is gonna crash. And once that crash, they're gonna force this on you.
Right.
And you ain't gonna, like I said, that's the final test, because if you don't have that chip, how you gonna eat?
Right.
You ain't gonna go to your family, because they gonna be just like how they is with somebody in this time period who don't got no job. They be like, oh no, he ain't about to freeload on me. He need to go get a job.
Right.
So that's how your family gonna be telling you about the chip.
Yeah, as Esau, as the devil, he gonna make it seem like the RFID chip is gonna be like a conveniency for the masses, because Americans love conveniency. You know, everything fast and right there on time. That's why majority of Americans, they don't cook home cooked meals anymore. They go fast food restaurants, you know, because just everything is fast and right there. So Esau gonna have his little perks to let you know, okay, if you get this chip, you can be able to get this and that. We'll probably cut off your knock down your student loans, things of that such. They're gonna try to make everything beneficial for you to receive the RFID chip, man.
Of course, they ain't gonna make it like it's the old bad thing. They gonna just like how they bring iPhones out and show you the people with the iPhone get with the new program, and then they was showing you how it's convenient. It's gonna make you, cause the devil ain't gonna make you think what I'm doing is for the worst of you. I gotta deceive you and make you think it's good. You know,
it's like a horrible job. You know, a horrible job, they give you a sign-on bonus.
Right.
To make it appealing, because in your mind, I'm at $2,500. They'll give me my first week here. But the whole while, you just don't know. It's like the garbage truck job you had a while back. It's good to have a job, but then after day 1, day 2 go by, you realize this was a crappy deal. You know, and so for everybody who initiate the thought pattern, oh man, I got the microchip, I'm hip. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I got these benefits. They gave me free groceries for 6 months as long as I scan with the chip.
They probably do it like this stimulus pack.
God.
And they had to do the stimulus pack. They were hype on it. Everybody got like $1,000 or some shit.
Right.
And they was up for you got your stimulus pack, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You don't need to see a doctor. You don't need to get any type of benefits you want in society.
Get your oil changed.
So you know the first one's gonna break is the women. Right. And once the women break, you know how Jake is now, they follow their woman.
That's right.
Hey, I'm gonna say this too. And they gonna use them eBay stores, rappers, all the people that everybody look up to.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna use them, man. And our people follow that damn rap music like it's going out of style.
Yeah. If I can just add, because ultimately, you know what I'm saying, like the brother Baraki was saying, they want ultimate control. This is just to prove a point. This is Genesis 47:13. This is actually going into like the famine of food, and the only place that had that food was Egypt, because you know Yahweh Shem Shai warned Joseph in a dream. All right, Genesis 47:13, and there was no bread in all the land, for the famine was very sore, so that the land of Egypt and all the land of Canaan faint by reason of the famine. And Joseph gathered up all the money that was found in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, for the corn which they brought, and Joseph brought the money into Pharaoh's house. And when money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came to Joseph and said, "Give us bread, for why should we die in our presence? For the money failed." And that's how Jacob's gonna be in these 2/3, man. They're gonna get desperate. All right. And then it states, and Joseph said, "Give your cattle, and I will give you for your cattle if money faileth." And they brought their cattle unto Joseph. And Joseph gave them bread in exchange for horses, and for the flocks, and for the cattle of the herds, and for the asses. And he fed them with bread for all their cattle for that year. And when that year was ended, they came unto him the second year, and said unto him, "We will not hide it from my Lord. How that our money is spent? My Lord also have our herds of cattle. There is not aught left in the sight of my Lord, but our bodies and our lands. Wherefore shall we die before thine eyes, before we in our land? Buy us and our land for bread, and we and our land will be servants unto Pharaoh, and give us seed that we may live and not die, that the land be not desolate." You know? So basically what's gonna happen? Jake and these 2/3, these other nations, what they gonna do is basically, they're gonna fold up. You know what I'm saying? Because when Esau's gonna control the money supply, you know what I'm saying, with the chip, he's gonna control the food sources with the chip. You know, any way you maneuver in life, all of that is gonna be controlled. And so what he's gonna do is, in order to reestablish your lifeline, that you're gonna have to take that chip.
So they basically bowed down.
They bowed down.
They bowed down at that time.
Yeah.
And Jake don't have no type of faith. If they can't go on not knowing how they gonna be able to supply themselves with a meal the next day.
That's right.
But in this truth, you supposed to have the faith in the Most High that He gonna supply yourself during your time. The scriptures got all type of examples of men who had to just basically go on believing, and they not knowing how they were gonna get their next food or meal.
That's right. And if I can just read it again, Genesis 47:19. Wherefore shall we die before thine eyes, before we in our land? Buy us in our land for bread, and we in our land will be servants unto Pharaoh. And that's the Edomites began with the elite's objective, to make everybody subjection to him via the microchip.
Like a precept. This is Luke chapter 11, verse 3. Give us day by day our daily bread.
You ain't supposed to worry about tomorrow. You're supposed to worry about today, because the scripture lets you know tomorrow has its own problems. So you don't need to worry about what you got to do, what's going to happen with you tomorrow, because you don't even have no control over your life. You know, that's like how they be in this, what you going to be 5 years from now. That's pride. That basically, you control your destiny. I can tell you what I'm gonna do 5 years. You don't know what you're gonna do 2 minutes from now.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why we say Abba Rockets out, you know, most times, you know.
This Matthew 6:11 say, "Give us this day our daily bread," and this 34. It say, "Take therefore no thought for tomorrow, for tomorrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is evil thereof." So you saying that we don't know what's gonna happen in the next 20 minutes, right? Just worry about today, at the time the moments that this shit momentarily. Really though, it's about every second, every moment. You know what I mean? Can't worry about it. 20 minutes
Take it away from you. Everything that you work for, all that can be taken away from you. Kids, wife, living style, cars, everything. You have control and no power of nothing that you own.
Yeah, they're both tangible and non-tangible.
Right.
The things that you can feel and touch can be taken away, and those things that you can't feel and touch can be taken away. They're going to take away your sanity. It can take away your members. It can take away particular senses that you have. You know.
This Proverbs 30:8. It say, "Remove far from me vanity and last. Give neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me."
Why? Go ahead. I'm saying why I don't say not too much riches or not too less, because you need something. You need to survive. You need tools to survive. But what happened with riches? You most likely get corrupted.
Right.
You know,
Forget
like
about it.
you win the lottery or something, you'll be like, man, I don't need all this no more, man. I got enough money to survive on my own. I don't got no worries no more. You know, but when you keep that balance, that's why you like keep me with just enough.
Yep.
You know.
Our scriptures say money is a defense. All right. Back to the article. It says, but this Orwellian style of government is not a problem that is unique to just one or two countries. Rather, it is a plague that appears to be spread across the entire globe. Last December, for instance, the London Assembly voted to arrest and prosecute pro-life Christians, as reported by Breitbart. We already know who the real Christians are, you know, according to the scriptures, man. Matter of fact, you get that second measure.
Like Second Ezra 16, you said 70 and 71, right?
Correct.
And Second Ezra 16 and 70, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear Yahweh Hashem Shai.
Correct.
Verse 71, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Believe?
Yeah, so that's when Esau, they gonna try to come together. They gonna get the sincere brothers, you know, pushing this word out, man. And even the ones, our people that sold out, that came into this Israelite thing, they gonna get them too, cause you still part of the so-called cult anyway. So they still got their eyes on you as well.
You just got you out there just to go against the truth.
That's right.
You know.
Good.
You know, they got damn. They probably learned like the Israelites. We need something to say that the Israelites, but we need to counter all the stuff that they're teaching. We need to confuse this, so you wouldn't know what Israelite to be.
Good.
You just Israelite. They got IUIC, they got GMS, they got ISUPK, they got GOCC. You got all these different ones. Which ones is the truth? But the scriptures give you a clue on how to find the truth. They tell you straight up, the world gonna hate you on account of my name. So who is out here pushing the word of Yahweh Shemel Shai? And that's why GMS is hated. That's why they don't like the way how we teach the Bible. They don't like how we just so bold about what we're saying. They don't like us when we prove and we confident and we show them what we talking about. That's why they don't like it.
Yeah. And because which one of those groups are getting criticized? Which one of those groups are getting demonized? Which one of those groups that people physically actually want to hurt, harm, and kill, man? The same with Yahweh Shai. He was the individual that they hated the most. The same with Stephen. Same with Peter. Same with Paul.
Because I used to always wonder why, if he was just so kind and harmless, why did they put him to death?
Right.
I never seen nobody just who everybody just like, oh, he's just a good guy. Somebody just come do it. The scripture say he did all these good things and miracles. Why did they put him in the day? Like, you ain't gonna want to kill somebody who you see out here walking around healing people.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't gonna just be like, what? And he's doing good? Like, you ain't gonna just want. What it was is, they was going against, he was bringing a new doctrine in from what it been was, from what our forefathers had. And they wanted to live how they wanted to live.
Yeah,
they hated
customs.
them, and we hated us. So you see how people come up and look at us like, oh, y'all not the men of the Lord, y'all ain't prophets, y'all, this is some cult. They came at the Lord that way. Just like if you go out there and you see somebody who know your family or something, man, you such and such, man. You ain't, how you a man of the Lord? I knew you sent you a child. That's the same thing you did your house child.
This is not the carpenter's son.
Right. I know your daddy. Yeah. Are you a man of the Lord? I know you. I knew you since you was a kid. You ain't nothing special about you.
Right. I can precept about you all over. Luke 6:22. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake.
And that's the crazy thing about that. People think, like, let's see, show you how messed up this society is. They look at you down for not wanting to eat pork. They make it seem, oh, well, you ate that when you was young. That's because that's what you feel. As a child, I didn't know what I was eating. I trusted that you knew what was best for me. Like you put greens and all this type of stuff on there. You say it's good for you. I'm trusting on you. You the one who feeding. You're my parent. You supposed to know what's best for me. But you grow up and be like, nah, I don't want to eat that. You think, oh, it is. It's killing you. It's proven that pork kills, shrimps kill you. You gotta take a blood pressure pill just before you go eat a piece of pork. That should tell you something right there. Why I gotta get this high blood pressure pill just so I can eat what I want? Obviously something ain't right. But they still gonna eat.
That's right.
They still gonna eat.
And Jay can tell you gotta die from something.
But if you know that was grandpa and grandpa always dying, grandma always living though. But they ate the same abomination. Grandma done made it to 95 years old. Grandpa was dead at 58.
It goes back to that garden.
They got like venom that take all of that, filter all the stuff when they digesting the something. Women never really, they live longer when they eating all that pork and all that type of stuff. It always be the man that always dying out because he didn't ate all. He ain't got gout, he ain't got high cholesterol, he ain't got everything.
Okay. We'll continue to read or
Yeah, that's pretty much the point. You read 71 back.
all right, back in 2nd Ezra 16:71, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
Kind. And that leads up Revelation 12:12. It says, rejoice, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down to you having great wrath, because he knoweth that ye have but a short time. So when this mark of the beast be implemented all across the globe, mainly in America, that's when Esau pretty much he gonna come for us, man. He know that his time's about to get ready to run up. How Shai gonna come out them clouds, and he's gonna get justice for his people, man. Starting with the elect. So Esau, they know who we are. They know what's about to happen. That's why they gearing up right now.
And that's why they be doing all these rituals in America. Because they want these spirits, you can talking to them and letting them know, thinking they can upset prophecy. I know this was the prophecy, but what if I do these rituals for you and do this? Well, we still have a chance to rule. And them demons is really making them believe that they have a chance to concede all this.
Yeah, those same demons that tempted Yahushua.
Right.
Who said they gonna give him all everything that he saw, all the kingdoms of the earth, man. Because the Heavenly Father deal with that balance. So he got the right hand side, and he got the left hand side. So Esau, the people, even 2/3 of Jacob, they're into that black magic ordeal, man. And those spirits are real. And people don't believe that people can get possessed. People don't believe that people can actually gain power on a demonic side Cause people just look at God as being love.
Because America look at you being possessed or something, some exorcism type stuff. They don't look at it like there's different types of demons that like just say thoughts just out your mind, just out the blue come nowhere. It's just like, damn, why just start thinking it? Because there's a spirit putting something in your head for you to think. It wants you to act on what you're thinking.
Like Kanye West. Kanye West got Legion on him, man.
God.
He got a pack of demons inside of him, man.
Ever since he got caught and came out that crazy house, he came back with blind hair, out of his mind, with Donald Trump taking pictures. That was a red sign right there.
And with and what's that Jew? The Jew in the background who was throwing up the six.
Yeah, I just want to take a picture.
Oh yeah, on the article it says the U.S. is not immune to the effects of big government either. A few weeks ago, it was reported that the liberal state of California was considering legislation that would ban the sale of Christian books, including the Bible, on the basis that they perpetrate beliefs of sexual morality.
And the reason why they gonna ban the Bible, man? I mean, the reason they gonna ban the Bible because the Bible speaks of prophecy. And they understand that the prophets is out there utilizing the Bible for prophecy's sake in the name of Yahweh Shem Al Shai. Because what the prophets do, they're supposed to warn the people of what's going down or what's going to befall on them and us during the end times, man. So you take, you know what I'm saying, the mirror off the wall and you can't see. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That makes sense.
They ain't been called out for all the bullshit.
And the scriptures, the only thing that give you guidelines about life. You know, so if we take away the guidelines of the scriptures, that means we can make up our own guidelines and feed it to the people. That's why you see homosexuals and faggots walking around, dykes that's been walking around and nobody doing nothing.
I appreciate it. Acts chapter 5, verse 38. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught.
Think about it. Which anything that our people rise up to, what happened to it? Black Panthers, all these other groups, Malcolm X. What happened to that? They rose up. Yeah, they had people like bucked up and raised ready to, fight back. But what that did for us, did it get us out of our situation? We still in the same thing. Niggas still getting shot down by police and getting no judgment for it. Men still getting kicked out of their home, getting put on child support, and getting put in all this oppression. Nothing has changed. So what have that done for us? Nothing.
That's right. One more verse. You make a point? I thought you were saying something. Yeah, verse 39 it says, but if it be of the Most High, ye cannot overthrow it, lest haply ye be found even to fight against the Most High.
Like that was my point, that it didn't come. It all fell to nothing. But you look at this Israelite, GMS. Think about what happened in the churches when the white dude Edomite walked into the church and shooting out all the people up in there. Ain't that supposed to be in the house of the Lord? Jesus?
He wasn't there.
Where you taking the shit? He had to be.
He was on break.
Yeah, he left.
15 minutes.
Yeah, that's what happened. But we out there, what they were preaching up in that church? Love, everybody. And you see what that spirit did, had got them. They lost their lives from it.
That's right.
Because they was taught not who the enemy was. They didn't know who the enemy was. The scriptures tell you who your enemy is. And the whole point is, there's nothing they could do to stop what's going on. This word is going to go out. Nobody can walk up with no gun and shoot at us. We out there ain't hiding behind no walls. You up there head for bold as a lion. Why? Because we ain't going on with no carnal things that going to protect us. We going on the protection of Yahweh Shai.
And then we here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High has to preserve the prophets because his word has to be pushed out. So some men on this earth has to have the truth,
Right. Got precept? Matthew 55 and 11. You got one more? So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth.
Right, out of his mouth. Whose mouth? Yahweh Shem Al Shai's mouth. And what is his mouth? Be of the prophets, man.
It shall not return unto me void.
Right, meaning that basically whatever that word is supposed to go to, meaning seal the elect, is going to hit the elect. The elect to come across that word, whether it's via the internet or whether it's passing by on the streets and they just stop the car and come out there and ask you some questions. And also, the flip side of it, it can condemn you as well, man.
It said, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
That means the Most High has total fucking control over everything.
Yep, like this article right here about India, they about to start implementing the RFID chip. We see that's coming to pass now. You read about it in the scriptures and you see it's now coming abroad, man.
Hey, just like in Genesis, the 47th chapter, like how, Egypt was able to control the people, you know what I'm saying, due to the famine. That's the same thing Esau's trying to do today with the microchip, man. You know, there's nothing prolific about this cat. He just stick to the script. He follows, man. Most people, when when you trying to accomplish something and if the time is not moving fast enough, you start getting impatient. I'm gonna switch this up. I'm gonna move this out the way. No, this devil sticks strictly to the script, man.
That's the kind of like same spirit always been on the earth. That's the same thing they try to do with the Tower of Babel.
That's right.
You know, anytime, but the Most High let their pride go up and really believe like they about to set this in order. And soon they get to the point, Most High come destroy all of that. You know, that's what all this about. They've been trying to get, control of the whole world, but it ain't gonna happen because that's not the first time they tried to do this.
Right. What Elder B just brought up, this 1 Corinthians 4:9. For I think the Most High has set for us the apostles last, as it were appointed to death, we were made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men.
Possible main event. Starting with Elder Albert Bivens, the spearhead brothers, giving him reverence, all right, giving it great prophet honor, all right. But the prophets and the apostles set forth last, man, because this is it, man. As it says in Peter, we are at the end of all things, man. This is the end of all the heathens, of their rulerships, all right. Elam will never come in power again. Esau will never come in power again. The Hamites, Moab, the Chinese, and the Ammonites, the Japanese, they're never coming in power again, man. So he said his holy apostles are last, man. The prophesied his last and final downfall, man.
Yeah, not to mention, all the false prophets came out first.
Mm-hmm.
The Marcus Garveys, the Malcolm X's, the MLKs, Al Sharpton still taking selfies, you see? But guess what? The big dogs, the real men of the Lord are finally here.
We the headliners, man.
That came into nothing. All them other ones that was before this, it came to nothing. It's the only thing that's really, because all of us looked at the same. You always had questions that you always wanted to know and wondered why. And nobody could give you them answers until you came in this truth and got to understand the scriptures. So apparently, you were ignorant mostly of nothing. You know why everything is going on. That give you that's why I say you should know the truth, and the truth should know you give it. Set you free. Start mentally first.
Right. That's right, bro. Cause you the prison house. You need that prison house.
All right, just get back to that part. I said a few weeks ago, it was reported that the liberal state of California was considering legislation that would ban the sale of Christian books, including the Bible, on the basis that they perpetuate beliefs on sexual.
You said the liberal state of California, meaning it's supposed to be free. So per se, why are you banning the scriptures?
Right. On the basis that they perpetuate beliefs on sexual morality that are not consistent with the progressive ideology. Assembly Bill 2943 will make it an unlawful business practice in the state of California to participate in a transaction intended to result or that results in the sale or lease of goods or services to any consumer that advertises or engages in sexual orientation change efforts with an individual. The bill goes on to define the term sexual orientations change efforts as any practices that seek to change an individual's sexual orientation. This includes efforts to change behaviors or gender expressions or to eliminate or reduce sexual or romantic attractions or feelings toward individuals of the same sex, because the Bible condemns homosexuality and defines marriage as being between one man and one woman. Many fear that the Assembly Bill 2943 will ban the sale of the Bible.
And that goes into the NWO, man, because that's what they want to do. They want to eradicate the Bibles off the earth, man. so they can push that satanic vibration, man. You know.
Yeah, it was a movie on Netflix a few years ago. I can't remember the name of
the
it,
name of it.
but they were showing how they were implementing the RFID chip, and the ones who like had Bibles they'll put you to death. You know, I can't think of the name of it though.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They know that Bible is the truth, and they don't. That's why they don't know that Bible is powerful. Why would they even care if you reading it or what?
Yeah.
They'll just put down their philosophy and they'll bring it to you. They'll just bring it. Look, this is why it is, because they know this shit ain't right.
So they in slavery, they put you to death if you read the Bible.
Right.
They just whoop you, you know, like give you lashes if they caught you reading as any other kind of book. But if you reading the scripture, they'll put you to death.
They like to say that's the white man's book. If that's Esau's book, why does he put you to death if you were caught reading back in slavery?
Right. Well, their defense, well, everybody, they were all getting killed for anything they was reading. And they'll read, period.
Right.
You know, Jake.
And what the Edomites say, Boogie, you like, I just want that book.
Right.
I need it.
I need it. Hey, Michael B. Jordan, he has a show coming out on HBO. I think it's called Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
And their objective is they're going around just getting books and sending them all on fire and shit.
Man, see?
The husband is symbolic for the Bible. They don't give a damn about no Edgar Allan Poe and shit.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter and shit, man.
This second, we're gonna move that
It's real cool. This St. John chapter 7, verse 7. The world cannot hate you, but me it hateth, because I testify of it that the works thereof are evil. That's why they want to ban the Bible, man. Because this Bible condemns this whole society, man.
Right.
You know, you want to do your wickedness. You don't want nobody bothering you while you're doing your wickedness, man. Saying you wrong, man. You know, especially saying coming from the Heavenly Father, the creator of heaven and earth, is saying you wrong, man. You know, so they want to, this world wants to be left alone in their wickedness, man. You know, because I seen a quick little video. When you look at the peace sign, it's a cross upside down with the two arms broken on it. And they say it originated from Nero, because he was the first one to start the persecution of the Christians. And he said the world will be at peace if we get rid of all these Christians, man. And the Christians back then during 74, 75 AD was the Israelites that believed in Yahweh, not the plantation Christianity, man. You know, so just like the brother said, ain't nothing new. That spirit is getting revved back up when they want to get rid of us, man, because we condemning the wickedness of this world, man, through these scriptures, man.
America totally, everything about America goes totally against the scripture. That's why people like them never know what's right or wrong. And what he was condemning them according to what? He was condemning according to the scriptures. That's what he was condemning the people upon. That's why they won't get rid of the Bible. Because you don't have nothing to condemn what they're saying. And they so much of wicked, like, you know, the least, they so much of wicked. They made this society wicked, but they still gotta hide and do their wickedness. That's how wicked they is. There's levels to their wickedness. To the point they gotta hide and they set it up till you accept all the wickedness. They still gotta hide their wickedness, because that's gonna be like, dang.
Yeah, it's Psalms 64th chapter when it says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked." It's all behind the scenes.
Yeah, what the brother just brought out in the scripture, what's one of Yahweh many titles? The word, you know? So they hate Yahweh and they gonna hate us for bringing out the word, truth and sincerity. Like he come in the volume of the book, you know?
This is Jeremiah 28, 7 to 8. Nevertheless, hear thou now these words that I speak in thy ears, and the ears of our people. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries, against great kingdoms, of war, of evil, and pestilence.
And just go back to the article, it says, but this Orwellian style of government is not a problem that's unique to just one or two countries. Rather, it's a plague that appears to be spreading across the entire globe. Last December, for instance, the London Assembly voted to arrest and prosecute pro-life Christians. So they want to come get the ones that condemn this society, man. We already know who they is through the Spirit.
Right. They got old people. Jesus, Lord, and all this. You think they worry about the people in the churches?
Exactly.
And they said it's turned into a plague that's going global.
Yeah.
How did the Heavenly Father say that he was going to gather his elect? His word was going to be spread from the east unto the west by the hearing of the word. You know? And so they only realize that they're actually indulged and active in these prophecy, man. I had a precept for you too. Back there in Luke chapter 1, verse 70 says, "As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began." You know?
And the word began. You know, when the word was here before the people. So it hasn't changed. Yahweh Shai, it's the same then, it's the same now.
Who never was that approach Adam? That was a prophet.
You know, and the word, same word.
And they ain't gonna say the prophet said who the prophet is, who word he's announcing you. He's giving you the word of the Lord. So he's not telling you his words, he's giving you the messenger for the Lord. But it's still his word.
Bro, just like you said, due to the prophet, that's how Adam knew he went off. Because that was that voice in the cool of the day correcting his ass.
Yeah, because the people in this world right now, they don't care about the Bible. Like I said, when I was growing up, the Bible, everybody read the Bible. Everybody said prayers in church, not church, but school. Everybody, but now you can't pray in school no more. Because let's say you put your religion on people, whatever, per se. You know, it might be some Muslims in there, might be some fucking towel heads in there, way we call them. So you can't put that on them.
Of course, y'all are building God we trust, right?
And they been started that what it take to set that up. So that's what, if you would have still been praying in Bibles, they wouldn't have no trained justice. They'd be able to come to school and teach you. They wouldn't have none of no faggots walking around the school. That would have been got condemned. So they had to take prayer out of it.
Yeah.
They won't know, if they won't know what the Bible say, what can they say if we doing this wrong?
Yeah, that's the spirit of the anti-Messiah, what they call anti-Christ. That's the spirit that's spreading, man. You know, anti-Messiah, man. You know, everybody think it's gonna be one anti-Christ pop up in the suit, you know. No, man, it's the spirit of these people, man. This the so-called white man, he pushed that vibration of anti-Messiah, man. And the majority of our people into it, they don't even know that you against the Messiah, man.
He gonna rise up like Obama. Everybody gonna look at how everybody looked at Obama.
Yeah,
but then he gonna come with the spirit of Donald Trump. You know?
Yeah, you know, nigga culture is anti-Christ. It's anti-Mashiach. But you don't know it because that's not the title, that's not the label. But when you embrace black culture, you being seduced into being anti-Most High.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because black culture, where it teaches you to commit adultery, it teaches you to be cool with two women liking each other.
Witchcraft.
Witchcraft. Even Jake now, they look like sorcerers, all the tattoos on their faces.
Love and money.
Love and money. So it really, black culture is straight anti-Yahweh Shai.
Even that emotion, oh, just what I feel.
Yeah.
That's anti-Christ too, because the scripture says do not lean on your own understanding. So it's not about what you feel. That's what people always hit you with, I feel.
And even with that black culture bullshit, they have it under the guise as it's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything is cool and this and that, but like you say, at the end of the day, you straight sinning, iniquity bounding off iniquity based on that black culture, man.
Yeah, because if you actually read the word, everything that's honorable in black culture is dishonorable according to the Most High.
Right.
You know?
So really, Esau has you sinning, and you don't even know you sinning.
You don't even know it.
Because basically, he okay, you think you did a righteous act by helping an old lady cross the street.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or giving this cat that worth $2 or $3 and shit, man. But that's not righteous in the eyes of the Most High, man.
Yeah. They're just a good deed. They're just civility, like moral American type stuff.
Yeah.
What you feel at the moment.
Yeah.
One time I might feel like giving $1,000, man, I'm good.
Yeah.
That don't matter. It's all on how you feel. You're not gonna get damned if you don't, and no stripes if you do. Yeah. Especially if you ask them about the word, man. I ain't trying. Oh, you already know that's the only money. The scriptures say that you give a person like that. The scriptures, the word.
That's right, bro.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4. Who opposes it and exalts himself above all that which call the Most High, all that is worship, so that as he sitting that as the Most High sit in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. And I brought that because Esau trying to get rid of Babel and basically telling them they can do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to change your gender. It's okay two guys to have sex, whatever. A woman to be with a woman. But according to the scripture, you don't supposed to be that way. You don't supposed to cut your fucking rod off. You don't supposed to do that.
Hey, Esau knows what he's doing. That's why Jay-Z and Kanye had that song with No Church. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you living in an unmoral or in a holistic society, man.
And he really gonna show himself as the Most High when he implement the RFID chip, man. Because that chip, when you get it from previous articles and different videos to watch, you know, it put thoughts in your head and stuff like that. So he started pretty much controlling you. You know, not to take it out if you have like some type of thought you want to take it out. He's gonna put it in your brain to just to not snatch out your arm or whatever, man.
Right, and that's the thing about it. Like, you think you're gonna be getting a chip and not knowing that once you get that chip, all these thoughts is coming up in your head, but you just thinking that that's your thoughts. That means the most, like I said, that's why I said he's sitting on the throne like the Most High, because he's the one setting up the laws. He's the one telling you how to live. He's the one that's got an eye on everybody and what they doing and listening to everybody like the Most High spiritually do. So they want to do it, you know, physically, like manifest and do that.
They got one more step, and it's to put that chip in you. You know what I'm saying? They got everything. All the other shit you're saying, they got all that, but they just put that chip in everybody,
so they can control your thoughts.
And it's a token of ownership. Because remember, like how it's broken down, well, back in the time of your servitude, you serve your master for 7 years. Now, after that 7 years, you may say, well, I like my master, he treats me well. So you will say, look, I don't want to be free from this servitude. So what you do, you'll get a newel, like an earring, put it to your ear as a token of your servitude. Like a cow will get branded, showing you the owner is. So also that RFID chip is a token of ownership. Esau saying like, no, I own these people, not the Most High.
Because the spirit of Satan is on that 666 device, man. Because that's the power that Esau deals with. He deals with that demonic force, that demonic power. And the Most High's people, the Most High's elect, deal with that righteous power. I got a quick precept to back up that claim y'all brothers had just mentioned. It's Job 33 and 15 and 16. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men and slumbers upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men and sealeth their instruction. Who's that he? Exactly. So Esau's portraying that through this chip, through this microchip, to his sheep, to his cattle. That's why the Heavenly Father's going to put you to death if you take that chip. Hey, because now you're not acknowledging him as your supreme being. You're not acknowledging him as your creator. You're acknowledging man upon earth. You're acknowledging Esau.
And how you say you shall worship him in spirit. So it's two different marks. It's a physical mark being printed out, and there's a spiritual mark being all at the same time. The Most High is putting it, marking who he owns, and Esau is trying to mark who he owns.
This shows how Esau's so carnal, because he's doing it on a physical manner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Everything that's all his technology. We gonna have the spiritual, all his technology and spiritual powers. How he trying to get now is going through his technology.
He's nothing but a dumb idol, man, because he can't control the spirit after it leaves here. You know what I'm saying? And then another point is like that total control. Esau, not only is he going to be able to control your thoughts, but he's going to be able to accelerate your blood pressure, decrease your heart rate, control your sex drive. That chip has everything covered capacity, man. That proves that he has complete ownership over you, man.
Yeah, cyanide in it too.
And your money too.
That movie, babe, with James Fox, they put a chip in him.
I remember that.
I know they got Level 07.
Enemy of Satan Will Smith.
That was one.
But like you said, he got the cyanide in it, so now he has the power over life and death.
And that's the thing about it. And what Esau do in this movie, he tried to show that he could tell you what's gonna happen before. He tried to be his own prophet. You did. So he tell you what's gonna happen through his movies. You did. But the Most High tell you what's gonna happen, and like I said, nothing gonna come back in vain.
Alright, this last scripture right here.
This is Revelation 13 and 15. Alright. Revelation 13, 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and the image of the beast shall both speak and cause that as many who will not worship the image of the beast shall be killed. And it caused all both small.
Can I say something? That image is his system, man.
Philosophy, American way.
Yeah, it's American philosophy, which goes back to that pagan Roman bullshit, man. You know, which goes all the way back to the Babylonian bullshit.
And we call all both small and great, rich and poor, and free.
Yeah, that word all, the Greek word, I think it's pas, which means every inhabitant. That's why you seeing people right now in India, they get it. They started off with it. So that cuts Nate's doctrine. He said a couple years ago, it's pretty much talking about this rich countries and poor countries. You know?
No understanding in there.
Yeah, so it's every inhabitant on the planet Earth.
And they talking about all these higher ups. Cause you know you had these so-called truthers on YouTube and they think Trump gonna roll or Putin gonna roll. Them niggas probably already got the chip, man. You know, at least not letting these folks get all this power, all this weaponry, and they don't have control over them, man. You know, this the world stage, man. You know, so these higher ups, you know, they gonna have to take them too, man. You know, only those elite banking families, all right, those true kings of the earth, they're not gonna have to take the chip, man. You know, but he gonna cause everyone else to take the chip. Kim, you know, North Korea president, he gonna be chipped up, man. You know. Yeah.
Free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And there no man might buy or sell, saying that he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here's the wisdom that him that had understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man.
And that man, what's it talking about? Because when you go into the Greek, it's actually talking about a human soul. You know what I'm saying? So I think his name was Joseph Norman Woodland. All right, he had the patent on his barcode, and that number is based off that barcode. That's 666. And then he had another sidekick by the name of Bernard Silver, man. But Joseph Norman Woodland gets credit for having that patent on that UPC code, which goes back to 666.
You gotta be real about that, cause why you see people throwing up 666? Who are they getting who are they shouting out to? Scriptures talk about that. That's how you know the scriptures is true. Because there's no other people doing 666, just a coincidence. People just throw up 666. And the scriptures to warn you about the number 666.
You know, that's why the scriptures admonishes you to flee out of the midst of Egypt, man. Like, don't get lost in the sauce out here, man. You know, for brothers in the truth, for brothers who's watching it, like, don't let your lust entangle you in the world. Because the world has already been set to be, the world is already set on self-destruction. So if you get caught in the lust of America and all the different things that can entrap you, you'll find yourself getting entangled into the temptation of getting that chip, man. You know? Because, you know, I heard it say 666. Drake says it in his songs. They're going to use black culture to get Jake, man. You know?
And you know what? Because that first wave of the chip, you know, I believe it's going to be, you know, it's going to get you want to take it. And then they're going to have a process of time. Then that second wave, goddamn, you automatically going to have to take it, man.
Because there's gonna be some folks that ain't taking with that shit, man.
Yeah.
Right. Now they gonna be on the run. And people gonna hunt you down if you don't have that chip. You're gonna be labeled as a terrorist or something. What you have for why you don't want your information to be known? What you coming up with? What's going on? They gonna want to know all this, and they gonna be on pursuit of you. And the scripture tell you the elect is the only ones who not gonna accept it. So they're gonna be persecuted and came after. We gotta get them out of here. But it all goes back to each other.
Alright, this Revelation 14 and 9, 10. And third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or his hand, the same shall.
That's that was how to say about this American way of life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured without mixture in the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb.
So those are consequences of our people receiving that chip. You know.
It ain't talking about no hell, fiery place where you're gonna be burning forever. We ain't talking about that.
Talking about those nukes. All right, in America is this lake of fire, you know, and the angels, all right, and your house shine, the chariots, they're gonna have this sky view, man. You know, and the elect are gonna see that fire mingled with glass, man. You know.
And it also says that you got mixture, and if you take a shot, you know it's strong, and that's how it's gonna be. There's no chaser.
Concentrated.
That's right, bro. So there it is, brothers. Mark of the Beast now active in India as government requires biometric scanning for food purchases and government benefits. So it's now in India. They pretty much like a test run, and they're gonna say the best for last, which is America, Babylon, and Great.
The past few years, they've been starving them Indians out, man. Indian farmers, now you see why. Put two and two together.
Alright. So with that, hope you all were edified. Like give all honor and glory again too.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua.
Say Ba'ashem, Rakak Dash, double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you, sincere brothers. Stay strong.
Shalom.
Shalom.